Today, I'd like to show you my new tiny home office. It may look small, but don't let the size fool you. Stay till the end as I'm about to blow your mind. There is a one more thing surprise inside of this video that'll completely change your experience. That'll help you in such tiny spaces or when you travel. The table and the cupboards are built in and cannot be changed. The office is really small, measuring just 65 centimeters by 95 centimeters. And only 65 by 65 centimeters can be used because the curtains take up the rest of the space. There's only 50 centimeters of space available for a chair because the bed is right behind the desk. So we need a creative solution for a chair. The Wi-Fi is slow because it comes from the living space and the walls are made of brick and concrete. And my work requires fast Wi-Fi. The wall behind the desk is made up of concrete and bricks. The brick side is deeper than the concrete side by about 8 centimeters or so. So we could use that to our advantage when we set up the workspace. To avoid damaging the apartment's structure, it's better to drill holes in the brick rather than on the concrete side. Good lighting is important, especially during the evenings when natural light is not sufficient. I want to make sure that I have everything I need in this space so that I can spend more time in it. There is a power socket above the desk that can help keep things neat. For this desk setup, I'm going to be using things I already have at home to save some money on the setup. So I wanted to fit in much more than just a laptop. And I could use the 30 centimeters by 8 centimeters space better with wall shelving. And all of that would free up some space on the desk. So I've been looking at Japanese micro housing because those are really small houses and they require goods that are designed for really small spaces. That makes them ideal for this project. So we have an advantage with stores like Muji, Daiso, Nitori and IKEA in Malaysia. Let's go shopping, shall we? So I couldn't find anything suitable at Muji and at IKEA that fits into my space or to my taste. So at Daiso, I found some handy cable management stickies that I could use for this project. At Nitori, I found my shelves, the 30 centimeter by 12 centimeter wall shelves made out of cedar wood, and they weigh in at only £1 each. So I also found a great rechargeable LED light with touch controls on the clamp, and that helps me adjust its brightness. I also found this really nice double-layered adjustable aluminium laptop and tablet stand that I picked up as well. The only thing left out was to build. So after I cleaned up the place, I fixed the wall shelves. I moved the Netgear Wi-Fi 6 mesh router onto one of the shelves. It's a satellite and it connects to my gigabit router in the living room. On another shelf, I put in the Belkin Boost Charge 3-in-1. It's a stand that charges my phone, my Apple Watch and my AirPods. I'm also excited about this upcoming iOS 17 upgrade, which will give me this cool nightstand mode to display the clock and to act as a home hub. I used an El Nino cable organizer with 5 international style outlets and 3 USB ports under the shelves. It also has a 15-watt wireless charger on the lid. So the box and the power strip fit perfectly together because they come as a pair from El Nino. So I wired the cable from the power socket with the help of some of these cable management stickies. So Blue Launch has a cable management solution called SOBA. So this comes with an auto-coiled tube through which the cables pass. It has some root guidance sticky bits that make the workspace infinitely cleaner. Now it's time to arrange the workspace. So I have this really nice Valsecchi Pico 3-legged stool. This one swivels at the top, has a nice gas lift, and this combines contemporary design with classic lines. And it's perfect for this space. I modified this MacBook stand to include just the MacBook, but then I repurposed the iPad part of the stand to somewhere else. So J5 Create makes these incredible 10G 4K 60 multi-port hubs that houses an HDMI port for a display, an RJ45 port and power delivery ports. And all of this connects to my MacBook Pro and the router. So I have a wired connection after it's been received from my satellite. So I tuck this away neatly under my MacBook stand. For my keyboard, I use a Logitech MX Mechanical Mini for the Mac. And this one has brown mechanical switches. I paired this with a unifying receiver, but I picked that up separately. To complete the set, the mouse of choice for me as a left-hander is the Logitech Anywhere 3 mouse. It's very similar to the MX Master 3. The only thing that was left was a wrist rest, and this one is from Keychron. I love their wooden wrist rests. And of course, Logitech has a really thin mouse pad that I picked up as well. Now I use a 16-inch MacBook Pro with an M1 Max chip with a terabyte of SSD space because it's easy to expand with external SSDs. Now one trick I use is an NPK microfiber cloth. I put this between the keyboard and the screen so that the imprint of the keyboard doesn't go onto the screen when closed. To help me jot down quick notes, I stuck a metal plate on the wall. I put up a magnetic whiteboard. Now that can house both my post-its, which are magnetic in nature, or this magnetic whiteboard. Also have this pen holder from Kinokuniya. Let's talk about upgrading this setup by one more thing. So if you're someone who's been working on multiple screens, you'll miss them when you're not in your office or you're traveling. Today, I want to introduce you to a display that fits in your pocket, but is much larger, much larger than your biggest monitor or TV at home. I'm talking about X-Real Air glasses. So you just connect the glasses to your Mac using the supplied USB-C cable. So these glasses overlay a display in your surrounding space. It's huge. If you don't want the background, there's this privacy shield you can attach. And if you want to take away the overlay, you can just click on this button on the glass and increase or decrease the brightness using the rocker switch or switch off the display completely. Now the default size of this display is 130 inches. That's much larger than a 49-inch ultra-wide display or my 80-inch television. With an X-Real Beam, an accessory that just got launched, you can push that display up to a whopping 330 inches screen. At the same time, you'll feel like you're typing on a monitor. You can move your head and the thing just remains where it is. Now you might be wondering, if I wear prescription glasses, how does this work? So you can attach prescription glasses to X-Real, or if you have contacts, that becomes another viable alternative without these glasses. And if I want 3 monitors, I just install the Nebula app on the Mac, and that lets me control the distance and the size of the monitors. And now you can take this up to 200 inches with Nebula, and the monitors remain stationary even when you move your head, giving you a similar feeling to regular monitors. If there's one thing that you should take away from this video, that's these specs. Now I've used these glasses for long periods of time and they are not at all uncomfortable. No feeling of giddiness or nausea that you find with typical VR glasses. To see more of these incredible videos, subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay notified on new videos. Till the next one, adios amigos.